We start off with chapter 6 of The Spy from Stranger Things season 2. Will is in the lab burning up because they're down there burning inside the tunnel, burning everything in the tunnel, and he's burning up. He's like he's got a big fever, he's catching on fire, but there are no marks. Steve brings out the Negan bat for Dart. Dart shed it again and dug a hole out of the cellar, which I thought was crazy. Hawkins lab people went to the house to take pictures of the Byers house, of the big intricate map that Will had came out of his head. Joyce is snapping on the Hawkins Labs officials because she feels like they have not done anything. They've only been pushing Will aside, not really getting to the bottom of what's going on. Murray, Jonathan, and Nancy are making tapes to send to the media with a watered-down version of the story. Murray broke down Nancy and Jonathan. It's like, look, y'all like each other. It is what it is. Finally, Nancy and Jonathan get that kiss and get that love going. Dustin and Steve are going to look for Dart. Will woke up not knowing who Bob was. And Murray, like I said, he was so petty. He was so petty with Nancy and Jonathan. Lucas showed up at Max's house. And again, why are Billy and Max there? We'll get to that. We will. Max rides off with Lucas to meet with Dustin and Steve. And I think the monster is speaking through Will and has a little bit of control because he kept the monster, or Will is saying what the monster wants. It could be a vice versa situation. Really don't know. The doctors brought an upside down slug into the room and put fire on it. And just as they put fire on it, it made Will burn as well. Steve gave Dustin some hair secrets because Dustin was trying to impress Max because he likes her. Hopper really and truly cares about Elle because as he's in the hospital, he finds the radio connection to the radio that's there at his home. Elle wasn't there, but he truly cares about her because he feels like he's making up for the past when he didn't have a chance with his child. The scientists want to keep burning the vines even if it means killing Will. Will says he thinks he knows how to stop the shadow monster. The kids are setting up a trap for Dart in the same field, junkyard that we saw in season 1. Jonathan and Nancy finally make it to Jonathan's house and they see all of the drawings. Will believes that there's a spot on the map the shadow monster doesn't want him to see, which might be the way to stop him. We found out later on that that is the gate. Soldiers from the Hawkins went to where the spot supposedly was, and we also found out about Max and Billy's parents. We'll get to that in a second. They go to the spot where they believed everything was, but it was really a trap. With the monster, the shadow monster was using Will to lure the soldiers into a trap. They were all killed. All of them were killed. We found out that Max's parents divorced and Billy is her stepbrother. Steve went out to face the Demogorgon, and apparently they have multiplied. And apparently Dart came and killed all of them and saved them because now Dart is like real big. The soldiers make it to the same spot, like I said, where Harper was, and Will sits up in the bed and says, "I'm sorry, he made me do it." Again, the shadow monster made Will give off false information to get them to go to the spot, apparently where everything was, apparently, and then as they tried to start burning and shooting, that hole just killed them. All those tentacle monsters, everything in the hole killed them all. The Demogorgons, all Demodogs, as Dustin named them, killed them all. Now they're headed up the hole into Hawkins' lab. The Demodogs and the Demogorgons, or whatever you want to call them, they're inside of the bottom of that hole is Hawkins' lab, where the gate is. Crazy, huh? So that's the end of what we got for chapter 6. Stay tuned for chapter 7 video.